Hello and welcome to my channel, my space to journal my days, to reflect and be thankful. My journey is an ordinary girl, one in a million in this so ordinary world, but aiming for the extraordinary. My thoughts for today, a new page I now create. Welcome to Slim's Diary. A strange incident. A really strange incident. Entry number 15. Entry 15 in my diary. It's 15 already. Wow. Well, dear diary, even though we've been battered by Storm Francis, we've been out and about a lot more this past week than we've been in recent times. The wind, the gale storms, and torrential rain have caused a bit of chaos, but there was stuff to be done, so we just got on with it. David's had some tennis competitions. He's a keen tennis player, like his mama. He won some and lost some, but he's getting better every day. There were times I thought the games would be called off due to the rain, but they still went on. They still carried on. At those times I thought, better him than me. I mean, I love tennis, but not in the rain. Schools are back next week, so we've been doing a bit of shopping, trying to get ready as best as we can. Now, instead of returning to school in uniforms, the school has asked for the kids to come into school daily in their sports kits, so they don't have to use a changing room because they have sports every day. So if they don't use the changing rooms, they cut off any unnecessary physical contact with one another. That's the plan. As with shops and other public places, there will be a one-way system in place, which the children will have to get used to. Strange. The plan is to have as much adult learning as possible, but I'm not sure how that's going to happen with all the rain around. The kids are excited though, and I'm just happy to ship them off back to school again. It's been that long. I love having them around, don't no, but it's time to go back to school. I've talked them through expectations in terms of hand washing routines and social distancing and all the new rules. And I think they get it. I think they understand it. So fingers crossed. Here I was wondering how we'll get through the summer holiday being cooped up indoors, and now it's time to go back to school. And they're actually going into school. Going into school. So strange. Thank God for that though. I say thank God for little messes, but yeah. We've also just been able to attend church service, like since March. It was very strange with everyone having a mask on throughout. It made it very difficult to sing along to songs and hymns. Just felt weird. This is a very strange world we're living now. Yeah. After church service, we went into a friend's birthday barbecue. It's not one I planned as the previous ones. And there were more people in attendance in this one, people I hadn't seen in months. So this is us now mixing with more people. I'm still a bit apprehensive though of any of us catching anything. But so far, so good. And by God, it's going to remain that way. Touch wood. Touch wood, it's going to remain that way. On Saturday, something strange happened. I'd done most of the laundry, only the last load in the clothes dryer. We'd had dinner and were in the living room, relaxing and watching a program on TV, when all of a sudden we heard loud and consistent, persistent crackling sounds coming from around the kitchen area, around the kitchen. So JJ first asked David to go in and see what that was all about. But by the fourth batch of crackling sound, because it just kept going on and on, we all jumped out of the sofa and rushed to the kitchen where the sound was coming from. There were sparks coming from beneath the dishwasher or the clothes dryer. I wasn't exactly sure which the sparks were coming from, but I just saw sparks flying about everywhere. There was also the smell of burning cables, burning wires and all. There wasn't any smoke in the air, but you could just smell it. JJ quickly pulled out the dishwasher, which was closer to him, and then switched off and unplugged both appliances from the wall because the clothes dryer and the dishwasher share the same socket on the wall. We were all completely in shock as to what had just happened. I mean, the dryer had been on, but the entire incident was just a very, very strange one. I quickly opened the windows to let in some fresh air, and we just stood there puzzling over the whole thing. Next morning, we gingerly switched the clothes dryer back on to see what happened because I needed that. And it came out like there wasn't any problem. And that's because the sparks were coming not from the dryer, not from the clothes dryer. They were coming from the dishwasher, which is even weirder. If there's anything like that, if there's a word like that. Now, the dishwasher hasn't been used since January, and this is September. And that's because I've been getting the kids to do the chores, especially since we've been on lockdown. So why an appliance that's been off and wasn't even on should develop a fault to the point of emitting sparks? I don't know. I'm glad and grateful though that we were home to catch this. We were home and not out and about, or else we could have returned to a burnt house. Now, this just showed me how easily and quickly situations can change and go from good to very bad within the twinkling of an eye. Well, lesson number one from all of this is never have an appliance on and leave the house for the day's business. I could have been telling a different story just now. So happy it ended the way it did. And all I have to do now is replace the dishwasher and not a house. For that, I'm grateful. It's a busy day tomorrow, so I'm off to bed now, diary. Good night.